Hello everyone and welcome to this video lecture. In this video lecture we are going to get started with the basics of electronics prototyping. So let us get started. In this lecture we are going to have a look at the breadboards and power supply for the breadboards. So in electronic prototyping all of us are supposed to create various electronic circuits. So for creating those circuits we need some sort of arrangement to hold our circuits without soldering that circuit. Here is the innovative thing, and this thing is known as breadboard. We can use this breadboard to create the temporary circuits for our prototyping work. Now let us try to understand how these breadboards work. So this is known as MB102 type of breadboard, and these lines are known as bus lines. The lines that are marked with red and blue. So these are known as bus lines. So all these points on these bus lines, they are all connected to each other, and these bus lines are usually used for providing the power to the breadboard. Now these are known as contact points, and as you can see they are marked with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So this is one single group of contact points and they are all internally connected. So all these groups of 5 contact points are internally connected. So if you provide current to this particular contact point, then it reaches this contact point, this contact point, this contact point and this contact point. You can just insert the legs of your components into these contact points and they will be connected. So this is known as MB102 type of breadboard. In case you want to provide power to this type of breadboard, then you will have to use MB102 type of power supply like this one. So the power supply has got male headers like these. You can just fix this power supply here like this, and there are multiple ways you can provide power to this particular power supply. The first method is through the DC barrel jack, or you can even provide the USB power to this power supply. This is the on off button, and as you can see it actually runs 2 lines of the power supply, and these are the jumper settings. So there are 3 settings for this jumper. The first one is 5 volt, second one is off, and the third one is 3.3 volt. So now this jumper is in 5 volt position. This is the plus and this is the minus or ground. Similarly, this is the plus and this is the minus. You can always turn this power supply off by changing the jumper like this. Now there will not be any power in these bus lines. You can even provide 3.3 volt to a particular set of bus lines like this. So now this particular bus line will have 3.3 volt. As I already told you, this is the on off button. Now we are going to connect this DC barrel jack to a 9 volt battery power supply, and let us see what happens. So this is the 9 volt battery, and I am going to connect it to the DC barrel jack male plug. Now the power supply is switched on, and now it is switched off. Again I can switch it on like this. Here we have the indicator light which is going to tell us the status of the power supply. Now it is switched off. So this way we can use the power supply and the breadboard combination. We also have the miniature version of this particular breadboard, and it is like this. We can use the same MB102 power supply with that, like this. In case the circuit that you are prototyping is not too big, then you can go ahead and use this sort of small breadboard. There is another kind of breadboard that we have, and this is GL12 kind of breadboard. Note that this GL12 breadboard is not compatible with this power supply. I mean, if you try to plug in this power supply to this breadboard, then it is simply not possible because of the different configuration of this particular breadboard. Now let me place this GL12 side by side with MB102 breadboard. You can see the apparent difference between the size and the space between bus lines and the contact points. That's why this power supply is compatible with MB102, but it is not compatible with GL12 breadboard. So you can actually use a small trick and you can plug it in like this, but this is the temporary solution. Okay, and you will actually get the power running only across a single set of bus lines. Nevertheless, it works. Now there is another category of breadboards known as mini breadboards, and those breadboards look like these. They come in various shapes and sizes and colors, and you can use them for some sort of quick prototyping. So this is all about power supplies and breadboards. In the next video lecture, we are going to have a look at jumper cables. Thanks a lot for watching this video lecture, and I will see you next time.